Hello, this is Malorian and this is the Orc Tactical Team, and what we're going to be talking about today is the Slannstar. Now, this is a tournament build that's quite a bit different from what you'd normally see as a tournament build for Lizardmen. Normally you'd be seeing a slann with a Lore of Life. He's going to be in Temple Guard. He's going and boosting them up to make all your Saurus toughness 8, having regeneration, and basically just good old point denial. You can't hurt me, so I just win every combat, slam, I win. This is going to be very different for three main reasons. One, your slann is going to be ethereal. All of a sudden you're going to be spending these points to make it so non-magical weapons can't hurt him, which is something usually you don't need to worry about because he can't leave Temple Guard. However, in this list, he's going to be in with regular Saurus, no Temple Guard. The next main thing is that in his unit, you're going to be having a lot of characters. So you don't have to really worry about him being attacked because he's not going to be in the front rank. Because you're going to have something like 4 Scar Vets in the front rank on cold ones. So that's going to be pushing him back. Lastly, he's going to have the Lore Beasts rather than the Lore of Life. So when I first heard of this build, I thought it was ridiculous. I didn't give it any respect whatsoever. And then later on, I got somebody that asked me to do a video on it. I still kind of dragged my heels because I just didn't give it any real thought. And then I saw that it was actually highlighted in a few videos. I saw that it won a tournament in Europe. And so then I decided, okay, well, if this is working, let's go and focus on this and figure out what actually works. Now, to begin with, the biggest weakness that I saw in this list that I thought it would just be a complete killer was going to be the fact that you have no lookout sir on those units, on the characters. Sure, I mean, your slann's going to be alright, but I mean, all those Scar Vets and cold ones, they're cavalry instead of infantry, whack a cannon to the face. However, when you start looking at the overall bigger picture of the battle, when you're going to have things like Stegodons, those are going to be a higher target priority than those characters because they're going to be more points, and really when you think of the damage one will do over the other, a Stegodon is also more dangerous. So if there are cannons, they're going to be going that way first anyway. So that's one thing you get past. The next thing is the choice of the lore. Now, even though life is really good because of all that defensive work, one thing that kind of lacks is the offensive, and so you're kind of just really depending on your regular type of attacks. In this one, well, it has one spell that's going to make it so that you can pick a character and it gives it +3 attacks, +3 strength. So I mean, on one of these Sauruses, that can be amazing. And then the next thing is going to be that it also has the spell anyway that all characters within 1 foot get +3 toughness. So all of a sudden, if you do this, it's just like kind of having the Lore of Life. And as well, the benefit of this one is going to be that when you cast it on a unit that has cavalry, like you're going to be with those cold ones, you have +1 to cast. So it's going to be a lot easier to cast these spells. Some other little synergy effects you have going on is, as later in the game, if you have a bunch of support units you want to take out, it's basically like a helicopter with 4 missiles. You can shoot out your Scar Vets into 4 different units and crush them. If it's last turn, boom, War Machine, War Machine, War Machine, boom, gone. End of the game, got a whole bunch of points. So that's a big thing there too. And then the last thing that really, really made me understand and respect this build was the fact that actually it was from Europe. And if it was in Europe, that means ETC rules. And so for a North American, that doesn't really make any sense. But what it is over there, what they're doing is they have a whole bunch of limitations on their terminants. Their unit sizes can only be going up to a certain amount. I think it's only 40 models, so you're not seeing any of the super hordes. Like 100 Night Goblins or 100 Slaves, which might tie up a Death Star like this. And secondly, a unit on its own can only be up to a certain amount of points as well. I can't remember what it is, but really that stops things like having, 100 Grave Guard or something. So you're not going to see any of these elite Horde Stars either. So what that really means in that type of a metagame is that you want to try and take the best kind of troop that's going to be giving you, some real strong defense and maybe some punch. So Saurus fit in perfectly for that. You can take a good number of them, and they're going to be making up your ranks. And then to give it all the punch, ETC is all about hero hammer. Lots of characters. You know, it's all about then trying to win the combat. You should have the same ranks as your opponent because it can only be a certain size. So if you're not going to Horde, you're going to be at max size. As well, with having the Slann in there and all those ones and cold ones, you're almost getting yourself an additional rank as well. So you're taking Steadfast away, you're going to be winning combats because you're so killy, and then boom. So when you start thinking about all these things, it's just, yeah, I can see how this would work. You know, it's really different, but when you start really thinking about the way that the build interacts with, as far as, you know, the cannons are going for the Stegodons instead, and how some of the spells actually work, you know, that you're getting the benefits of the lore of life. You know, you might not be healing the Stegodon, but, you know, you're getting the plus toughness, you're getting the extra attacking power too, and as well, I mean, if your whole front rank is those characters, well, then they can't attack the unit anyway. So I can see how this works. So any of you have seen this, or if you're a person that's a viewer, one of my subscribers from Europe, maybe you use this already. So there you have it, a little fast video for those that are wondering how this build works. And I guess we'll have to catch you next time. So what do you think, Shira? What topic should we talk about next time?
Art.
Art?
Art.
Okay, we might do a little bit of art. So see you then. Bye.